the emergency call to get some secret ingredients because Bobby's throwing down some of his own secret stuff.
Philadelphia cheesesteak king Tony Luke has accepted my throwdown challenge at Independence Hall in downtown Philly, and he's wasted no time in rising to the challenge.
Well, I'm from South Philly. Very few things scare me.
Tony's going to get the reinforcements, the steak, the bread, the cheese, the whiz.
Tony and his son, Tony Jr., are already making their classic cheesesteak. Cheese whiz, sliced ribeye, and sautéed onions.
That is a whiz whip. Is that not a work of art? Please, give it up, please. There it is. Beautiful.
I'm feeling pretty good about my New York version with sirloin, caramelized onions, sautéed mushrooms, and a blend of peppers.
Cuban peppers, which are kind of spicy, and poblanos, they're a little bit hotter. We're just going to let those heat up a little bit.
But just when I think I've got the edge, Tony's reinforcements arrive.
We're gonna make our specialty sandwich. Homemade broccoli rabe, the sharpest sharp provolone you can have, a little bit of fried onions. Oh my God, forget about it.
I thought they were bringing in more steak, whiz, and bread, but it turns out they brought ingredients to make a cheesesteak they call the Italian.
We're gonna go with our version of exotic, a Tony Luke exclusive. No one else does a steak Italian but us.
So Tony and his boys have taken my gourmet strategy and run with it. But remember, I have a secret weapon. My cheese sauce.
I always love the texture of the whiz, you know, but I like the flavor of the provolone. So basically what I did was I'm making a provolone cheese sauce.
But Tony and his boys aren't done yet.
These are our Italian hots. We make all this stuff.
They're breaking out the red hot peppers. I knew it.
We had to bring the big guns, Bobby. We got the broccoli rabe, we got the Italian hots, we got the sharp provolone.
Now we've both got the gourmet garnish. Maybe this contest will come down to the meat.
I think I have my griddle up too high. You see how his isn't getting as dark as mine. So I gotta learn from the master of this.
Look at mine, look. Look how it glistens in the sun. See that? The juice from the steak. Beautiful. Pretty like me, pretty.
Turn it down, Chris.
It's on low, Bobby.
That's what we'll do first.
Tony and his crew have also got the cheesesteak flair.
Now what? Well,
Flair or no flair, it looks like we both have the flavor.
Tony Luke's cheesesteak is delicious. You can taste the flavor in everything, steak, the onions, the cheese.
Bobby's was good because it had that really unique sauce on it, and it had awesome vegetables.
Tony Luke over here absolutely has it. The ingredients are simple, just great steaks, perfectly well done. A mixture of just beautifully cooked onions and cheese just makes it mouth-watering. Every bite is better than the next.
there you go.
Thank you,
New York style, see?
Now you gotta get the pose. Dish goes. You have to stick your butt out a little bit.
That's great.
Okay, so when it drips down. The bechamel sauce is nice and light. The poblanos are delicious. The peppers are good.
He knows the ingredients.
If there ain't a Tony Luke's around and Bobby's making cheesesteaks, go for it. It's very good. Bobby, the first one's for you, buddy.
Thank you so much. The thing about Tony Luke is, obviously they can think on their feet. They didn't know we were showing up. Not afraid. They get on the phone, call up, bring in the secret weapon, the broccoli rabe.
Both of us have taken the classic Philly cheesesteak to another level. But which one will win the throwdown? That decision is up to our surprise judges. April White, food editor of Philadelphia Magazine, and Mr. Philadelphia himself, Benjamin Franklin.
Ben!
Hey, sir.
I was just looking for you.
Were you?
Yes.
Well, you have found me, sir.
Very nice to meet you.
It's New York versus Philly, and this is gonna be a close one.
You can put Bobby anywhere and he comes out on top.
You're just stroking me right now, but that's okay. We're having fun!
We're set up to win.
spent the afternoon in downtown Philly taking on the cheesesteak king, Tony Luke, and his son. We fed a big crowd of tourists at Independence Hall, but now lunch is over, and it's time to feed the judges.
My name's Benjamin Franklin. I'm a longtime resident of Philadelphia.
I'm April White, the food editor at Philadelphia Magazine.
My gourmet cheesesteak with caramelized onions, mushrooms, peppers, and a provolone cheese sauce is looking pretty good.
Look at that, the winner. Rocky style.
Tony has to choose between his classic whiz, onion, and ribeye cheesesteak and his Italian special with broccoli rabe, hot peppers, and sharp provolone.
Because Bobby's is exotic, we want to go with an exotic steak for him. We'll do a steak Italian with hot peppers and fried onions.
The crowd is taking sides, but the final cheesesteak choice is up to our two judges.
I am looking for wonderful, juicy meat, delicious cheese, and that perfect roll.
And I am looking for the perfectly balanced cheesesteak. You've got to have all those elements in there, plus that Philly attitude.
This is a blind taste test. Tony is cheesesteak A, and mine is cheesesteak B.
This is great, nice and juicy. And the rabe gives it a great kick.
This is going to be hard to beat.
All right. Great cheese on this, right? Nice melting.
Wonderful.
We're under a lot of pressure.
I feel surrounded.
I liked A because the roll, I thought, was just a little bit better.
I enjoyed the consistency of the melted cheese on B, but the flavor on A with the blackberry rabe is so
Oh, that was all delicious.
Philly.
Constitution was easy compared to this. But overall, I think April and I agree that we've got to give this slight edge to cheesesteak A.
Tony Luke!
You did good. You did good.
That means I can get out of Philadelphia alive.
Feels good to beat Bobby Flay. I'm not going to lie to you, it feels very good.
It was a pleasure going up against Tony Luke and Tony Luke Jr. Everybody, here, let's hear it for Tony Luke's. As a fan